Taylor Swift dominates Times Square and the New York Knicks.
Miley and Riri's scandalous shenanigans at the AmFAR gala.
And we've got our eyes on a growing baby bump for one celebrity couple.
All this and more on today's rundown.
It's Thursday on the Daily Hollywood Rundown, which means it's almost Friday, which means it's almost the weekend. Welcome back to the show. Misty Kingma, Aaron Robinson. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, thank you. We're pretty excited for Halloween tomorrow, so we got a little decked out today. But don't worry, we've got Throwback Thursday coming up. But first, a pregnancy rumor.
So I'm going to take the lead on this because Misty doesn't like pregnancies.
Oh, right, I did say that the other day. No, I'm just not into them. It doesn't mean I don't like them.
Okay, good. So Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, they've been married for a couple of years now. She's 32 years old. And every single year, it's almost like everybody wants them to get pregnant. And it seems like now it's actually happening. A lot of photos have been coming out recently showing Jessica with like a mini baby bump. And sources are now telling Radar magazine that Jessica is expecting and that the due date will be in April, which means that she's probably around 3 months pregnant. And this source is supposedly a close source to Jessica. And they also said that it was really hard for them to conceive. So that's probably why she hasn't been spotted out. They haven't announced anything
also,
to the public.
Also, it's too early, I think, to announce it. Like 3 months is kind of on the early side for an announcement.
The first trimester. Once you pass that point, a lot of doctors say you're in like the safe zone.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just being extra cautious.
But
and extra
celebs
careful.
are even more cautious. Like Mila Kunis waited like as long as she possibly could to announce it.
Did she even announce it? I don't even know. I know Ashton said something after the baby was born, but I think even when she was showing, she wasn't even talking about it. So yeah. They're very secretive, but you know what? I'm super excited, and that's going to be one gorgeous and talented kid. But somebody who is out publicly is Miss Miley Cyrus. She's out and about.
Oh yes, thank you, Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
Miley Cyrus and Rihanna showed up to the AmFAR Inspiration Gala last night, Wednesday night at Milk Studios in Hollywood, looking all kinds of revealing. Miley first, this mesh, like strappy bondage Tom Ford gown, very boobalicious for Miley, but it's not like we haven't seen that before. Rihanna, also Tom Ford. This is a white number. Her breasts are practically showing except for like fake rose petals on them. And then she has this high slit. I actually don't hate these dresses. I just don't know that they were appropriate for a charity event. AmFAR supports AIDS research.
Yeah, I actually think that Miley was quasi-conservative because there is mesh on it. You know what I mean?
Hold the press.
She's tucked in. If she didn't have the mesh, I feel like it would feel like a completely different dress to me. But I mean, it's just Miley being Miley. I'm not too shocked.
And Riri being Riri.
That's right.
So it makes sense that they both wore Tom Ford because he was honored at the event with an award that Riri presented to him. So Gwyneth Paltrow hosted the night. And to make that even more awkward, Chris Martin performed. Ooh. No Jennifer Lawrence in sight, of course. Also, Miley revealed her new MAC Cosmetics like Viva Glam collaboration with them. She has this new ad that came out. She's laying on the ground, spread eagle, her legs in the air. But the cool part about it is that all the proceeds from the sales of the Viva Glam line that she's supporting will go to the MAC AIDS Fund. So that's really cool.
I thought you were going to say the cool part about it is her crotch is being seen in the mirror in the shot. Okay,
no,
good. I'm glad you didn't.
But I like that you pointed that out. But also, not only was it a drunken night of festivities and fashion, there was a huge auction. Miley spent $500,000 on a picture of a naked woman and donating to the fund. Rihanna bought earrings, a photograph, and donated for another like $300 and something thousand.
Yeah, that's chump change for them.
Yeah, no big deal. In other celebrity shenanigans on the other coast, in New York.
In New York, Taylor Swift is still dominating all the headlines today. But you know what? Now I found out what being a New York ambassador is, which is what Taylor is now.
Oh.
It must mean that you get to hang out with the New York Knicks, which is awesome, and also you get to boot Justin Bieber out of the front row seat at a basketball game. So, Taylor Swift was out and about with her gal pal, Karlie Kloss, last night at the New York Knicks game. It was the opener, and they were front row, courtside, totally into the whole deal. They were having such a great time.
Drinking beer.
Drinking a cold beer, laughing, because we also heard that Justin Bieber, he was there, but he was far away, like in the nosebleed seats, not even
I
close
doubt
to
he was
courtside.
in the nosebleeds.
He was far away. from Taylor, understandably
Okay.
so. If I were him, I would not want to get close to her. Anyway, so they had an awesome time, but the best part of the story happened before the game happened, because Taylor Swift got to dunk her first basketball ever on a professional court, thanks to Knicks player Amari Stoudemire, who basically lifted Taylor up to dunk that basketball in the net. And she looked like a kid in the candy store. She looked so happy to be there playing on that court. She tweeted out, "This week, Amari Israel helped me make my first and probably last layup." She wore number 13 jersey, which, you know, is like one of
Her favorite number. Perfect.
Super cute, and now I want to be a New York ambassador.
Yeah, well, hopefully she didn't stay out too late that night, because the very next morning, she performed on Good Morning America super early. It was the biggest concert they said they've ever had in Times Square.
Yeah.
So she totally took over. And by the way, who goes on GMA twice in 1 week? Taylor Swift. Yeah, so she did 3 songs. Take a look.
Boys and girls, welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. We were in screaming color.
How much did you love her outfit?
She looked amazing.
I want that.
Especially considering I think it was really cold up there.
Yeah.
Like I knew
Yeah.
when she was doing the interview part, she had a coat on and she looked kind of cold. So for her to be freezing in that little number and rocking out, girl, you have mad props.
Yeah, and speaking of that interview, the best part is that she's teased her upcoming tour. Let me read you a quote of what she
Finally.
said. "I'm going to be going out on tour very soon. We're in the early stages of planning the actual show," and she said she'll announce it when she can, but she knew to give us a little teaser because she knows we've been waiting for that announcement.
Yeah.
And it's TBT time. We saved the best for last. Erin.
Oh my goodness, this is definitely a throwback for me. You guys, do you remember when Michelle Tanner on Full House was the cutest thing ever?
You got it, dude. You got it, dude. You got it, dude.
Ugh, so nostalgic. So
Oh yeah,
cute.
the memories.
Well, that little girl is a Mary-Kate Olsen. It may have been Ashley, but we aren't sure. But anyway, Mary-Kate Olsen, who has been engaged to her fiance since February, who is 44 years old. His name is Olivier Sarkozy. They apparently, rumors are swirling right now that they secretly got married about a month ago in Australia.
What?
Because the two of them were out spotted wearing matching gold bands. Now, all these headlines are saying that they got married, and then there are also a ton of headlines that say this is a rumor and it's false. But she's super private. The Olsen girls are so private.
Yeah, they are.
I wouldn't be shocked if they did get married.
Wow.
What do you think? Do you think that 44 is too old for her? She's in her 20s.
I mean, besides that point, there's nothing we can really do about that. How do you keep an Olsen marriage secret for a month? Like, mad props.
I don't know. They just know how to hide. Maybe it's because they wear all those baggy clothes and stuff. They just
got married under one of their dresses.
they just get around
Yeah.
without anybody knowing.
Right,
it's
Erin.
them.
Before you leave us on Thirsty Thursday, tell us if you think Miley's outfit went to AmFAR.
Oh, and let's correct that. It's Thirsty Thursday.
Oh,
Thank you very
sorry.
much. Also, let us know what you think of Taylor Swift's b-balling skills. Should she join the Knicks?
Yeah, probably. Thanks for
Doubt
hanging out, guys.
Bye. Well, that was quite a revealing episode, and if you want more where that came from, click on that video box right there to check out yesterday's Weird Wednesday episode, and don't forget to subscribe to Clevver News.